So a friend of a friend told me that you need a little bit of help with a little situation that you're in. I kind of owe them a favor because of a little help that they gave me a little while ago. It was something that had to do with fake urine, so I kind of owe them big time. And if that means helping you out, then I guess that'll make us square, if anything else. So tell me, what's going on with you? What's going on with you? Right, you need storage help, organization help, and fake urine help. This all I have under wraps. I got it down now, kind of, somewhat. Totally cool. So what you're gonna want to do is get a paper cup or a plastic cup. Red. I tend to like red just because it's a little more like I won't lose it. But if you have, for example, a more nosy mom, granted my mom's kind of nosy too, but she's not like deciphering colors of plastic cup nosy. She's more so like looking in through my stuff kind of nosy. You're gonna want to get a bunch of pens. I prefer color coded, just so that way things are a little more easy to distinguish. And when you have this, you're gonna want to note down all of your different, let's say, happy pills, because otherwise things are gonna get jumbled up and lost, and you really don't want to be taking one pill. Like, you don't want to take an upper when you want to take a downer. You don't want to take a downer when you want to take an upper. You know what I'm saying? It's like it kind of gives you like this whole like kerfuffle, and you just don't want that. Something that I found that has been of great help is storing some of my pills in these sort of like bowls. Basically, I make an incision right here, pop it open, and you just tuck some of it in there. Granted, the liquid will be hazardous and it will lead to death, but that's why I try to be as cautious as possible, because I am the way that I am, and I don't suggest anyone do this, but I am doing this. So what you're gonna want to do is also get like some sort of squishy, I unfortunately have no spare for you, but you're gonna want to get one of your own, and you're gonna want to do this to kind of hide it away from, you know, your mom. If not, then something that I've also been finding has been a great help has been hiding it behind these sort of sewing needles right here. So like, for example, like inside of these little cartridges, there's these empty slots. So whenever my mom is like coming in or whatever, and she's all like, oh, you know, like, what are you doing? I'm like, well, I'm practicing my sewing, because like I'm trying to become ladylike or whatever. I'm trying to, like, you know, become part of the mainstream, the main frame. And so it's like, if I'm just sewing, then I don't understand what your problem is. But obviously I'm not just sewing. But as far as she knows, I'm sewing. So it's like, what's her problem? So I've been keeping them stored up in there, and it's been pretty helpful as well. But likewise, because it is color coded, you can just kind of keep your uppers and downers very well classified. So for example, for an upper, I put them under warm colors, and then for a downer, I put them under cool colors. So for example, downer, 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 upper, 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 downer, upper, downer, 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 and then upper, 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 upper. It's a really elaborate organizational process, but it totally works, and it's totally effective, and it's totally cool for now. I'll have to adapt, obviously, when she gets a little wise to my tricks, which she usually does, and that's kind of like an annoying habit of hers. But regardless of, it's totally cool. So I heard that you also needed to get some help with a drug test that you're having coming up. I'm totally proficient when it comes to this. I'm totally proficient. But back to the markers. For example, I would use green for a downer. And so what you want to do is just gonna mark this like squishy as like downer, or like just kind of like something that has like a green on it, like a green circle, just whatever that kind of like indicates to you that it's a downer and not an upper. Keep things organized, keep things well, so that way, you know, stuff doesn't go wrong. I've had a couple of heart attacks. I've had a couple of you know, bad reactions, and it's not pretty. It's not a fun idea. It's not a fun spectacle. But that is who I am, and that's just what I'm gonna have to do. And it's like, good luck trying to change me, because I'm just not going to be changed. Another thing that I also recommend, and also would suggest, is in getting, for example, a burner phone, so that way you can just kind of like contact your plug. I have Fesco on speed dial. All I have to do is just kind of like walkie-talkie him in, and we have like our own personal line, so that way he knows what exactly it is that I want, as opposed to just like, you know, talking to him about like friendship stuff or like, you know, just casual things. It's like we're talking like, hey, like, this is what I need you for, please be urgent. But sometimes he ignores me, because if that's the purpose, then he's like, oh my god, Rue, like, you're not supposed to be doing this, Rue. And it's like, Fesco, please, like, you're not my dad, like, just get me what I need, okay? Like, you're not here to take care of me, you're just here to help me. So that's kind of like a neat little hack that you can also do. It's not that great, but it's an idea. Another thing is also breaking this open right here. I kind of created a little passcode because I just am that way I am. And like, you just basically open this part up, just kind of open that up, but you just kind of have to do like little wired hackings. This is like my emergency supply, just in case I ever run out. I just do my little hacky doohickeys, and it pops open some results for me. And my pills are nice and sealed. Now, as for your drug test, do you have any fig urine? This is my fig urine. It's discolored or whatever, but it's like totally okay, because once the two colors are mixed and it's warmed up, it becomes the color of urine, and it's specifically designed for this whole process. So what I tend to do going into a drug test is I try to like warm this part of my thigh up with like a heat pad. So I just kind of like, I don't know, put a heat pad there, or even better yet, I'll show you another trick if this doesn't work for you. So you just basically, here, I'll show you it on my lower leg. So we're just gonna basically put that there, tie it around, and just keep it nice and tight around your thigh. Just nice and tight around your thigh. Keep it clipped up, and when it is time, you can totally just let it all out. Now, if you're like, parents are a little more like helicopterish, where it's like they're waiting on you doing it, they're going to be watching you, then you have to do it obviously higher up on your thigh and just sort of squeeze it out. Like you hide it, so here's your thigh, right? You hide it here, they're over here, so they can't really see it, and as you're peeing, obviously they can't see what's going on, so it's really beneficial. Now, if that doesn't work, if you don't have like a heat pad or something to kind of like keep your leg warm or whatever, there is an alternate measure, there is an alternate way. Sorry, my nose itched. You basically just pop this open. Do you have a cover drug by chance? Weed? Anything really that's just a little more on the tame side? No? Well, you should get one. That way people aren't so much on your case. Okay. So then what you want to do is just kind of like heat this up a little bit. Really just heat this up. Heat this up. So that way it's nice and warm. Now I'm gonna give you my, let me heat it up a little more for you, my urine supply, because I really owe her a big favor, and I really don't want to be owing her a big favor anymore. So I'm just gonna be giving you this, so that way we're easy peasy square lemon squeezy, because like I don't want to be owing anyone anything. So yeah, tell her that I completely hooked you up and that I was completely there for you, and now we are completely square. It's nice and warm up for you now. So here you go. Just, and here, I'll give you the straps here. Just strap it around here. I'll strap it for you. Just gonna strap it around. There we go. Perfect. You are all set. So like, do you have any questions for me before like we part or whatever? Cool. Okay, so nothing. From this moment on, we don't know each other. We never spoke. We've never encountered each other, and that isn't mine. Okay. Cool. So yeah. I'm gone.